We are a group of teachers, and we are trying to make connections for our students to make them aware of career opportunities in the water and wastewater district and industry.
Valley Water's first pillar is providing clean, reliable water. Our board is charged with aggressively protecting the quality of the water we bring to those we serve. 2 million residents and commuters in 15 cities.
Our education outreach team, and we have hands-on activities from preschool all the way up to college. We engage our Santa Clara County community directly in classroom situations, outdoor classrooms, which we'll be telling you about tomorrow. We also do public events, library programs. We support all kinds of after-school groups.
So every day we go out and we inspect our equipment on a monthly basis. So there's like 180 what we call PMs that we perform on the equipment, and those are monthly checks. So we then enter that data into the database, the online database, and that's how we can trend the history of a piece of equipment.
There's 3 trades. You have a plant and pipeline technician, which is more like a mechanic who works on the big pumps, big pipes. There's an electrician who works on the power, the main power feeding the plant, high voltages. And then there are control systems technicians who work on the instrumentation, which measures different parts of the water treatment process.
I then kind of moved into watershed planning, and which is, bring me back to my educational roots, I guess. And that was great. So I started looking at watershed planning and doing, how do we plan for water resources, whether it's water supply, flood protection, or environmental stewardship? How do we look at all of those things kind of under one umbrella?
Project WET has a home and distance learning page. So that is, you'll see the projectwet.org distance learning. And it's just, we're kind of putting a collection of resources here.
Back to our outdoor classroom experience, how did that go for you? And what do you envision that you could be doing with your students in those spaces? And I'll just open it up, general mic time here. If anyone wants to start with their observations, experiences, or what they could do with students in those outdoor spaces, or just how did you like those outdoor spaces that you visited?
I have the internship program. I really like that program because it gives a lot of people a chance to get their, like you say, get their foot in the door, learn from people that are here, and they kind of find out, hey, is this path really the career path I want to take, or is it a different career path, they want to go on? So I really enjoy the temporary program, the intern program.
The distribution class takes you through where water actually comes from, the whole hydrologic cycle, to pumping it out of the ground or out of a surface water treatment plant. And after it's been treated, through the pipelines that are underground, through valves and fire hydrants and meters till you get to the house, and how the houses protect, the whole entire distribution system is protected from whatever goes on at the house. Storage tanks, it's all about how we get water from one place to another.
So soon we're going to be playing a game and where you're going to be traveling around the state of California. But before we play this game, we're going to take a tour of where the major water sources are.
Great to kind of use that in conjunction with like the outdoor journal. Because for me, I take my students to the creek next to our school, and they always find like bottles of water that have been like tossed in the creek and like wrappers. So it'd be nice to kind of connect that with how much water went into making that water bottle that is now in the creek.
For that one, I'm kind of doing something in that aspect on my lesson, because I want my students to know how much water they use in their household, but I'm also asking them to like research how much water does it take to get an apple or a banana, or I'll get a list of items, and then they can Google or they can search how much water it takes for each of the items.
My name is John Kremzar. I teach math and computer science at Yerba Buena High School. I'd like to, again, like everyone else, offer my thanks for a really fine program. I appreciate my ability to participate in this. This was a well-organized program. Everybody did just a wonderful job of making it meaningful. So I profited a great deal from it, just like everybody else did, and I'm very thankful that, that you provided this.
Includes like all this information about reservoirs and plants and purification centers. So how they work together, and all those people who make them work together, who provide clean water in our taps to our houses. Yeah, so this is absolutely new to me, and I'm so happy that I have this knowledge now.
The personal impact that this program has had on me, being able to hear information and content that I hadn't heard before about water systems and, water treatment, water purification and oxygenation, and all, and the viaduct system and how long it is. It's, hundreds of miles long. So I always wondered how long it was. Well, I learned. So it is huge. Someone said there's a vast amount of knowledge, and it wasn't delivered in an overwhelming way. So it was, I was able to process it, which is important for a teacher to be able to take it in, process it, and push it out to the students.